There's a hunt on. Yeah. I believe you to be involved in this hunt. It's called Chaos and Mayhem.
Chaos and Mayhem?
Let's do this nicely.
Chaos and Mayhem?
Yeah. Let's do this nicely, please. I'm not here to...
Chaos and Mayhem?
Yeah, come on. Come on, chap. Stretching out this piece. Come on, chap. Come on, please. You haven't said anything, but may harm your offence. Do not make your own conscience. We'll do it later on in court. Anything you do so may be given evidence.
So with the Atherstone campaign, it kind of started that a lot of us in the group live in Coventry, and we wanted to focus on looking at local hunts and stopping local killing and highlight and expose that. The Atherstone had a reputation for being very violent.
Get up there! I can't move. He's done my back. I can't move my back.
To me, reputations are there to be tried and tested, and that to me no one should be unsabbable or untouchable.
Get on, you're like a bloody hound. Get on.
So we went to a meet, and yeah, it was rough.
Get your hands off me!
I'll fucking knock you out, you witch.
You knock me out!
I fucking will.
They were violent, they were aggressive.
Get away from my hounds now! Now, I say! Get away from my hounds!
Fucking out!
They were just frothing at the mouth.
You don't know how many we've killed today.
What? Oh, have you? Are you killing foxes?
You don't know how many.
Well,
They're sexist, homophobic, racist.
I've got a photo of this back here.
You fucking idiot! Get off, you fucking gay cunt!
what, for being racist? On camera?
You can't be racist against vermin.
You can't be racist against vermin?
Is this Freshers Week for you? Just think of all that nice, young, freshest dick you could be getting. And you're out here fucking up your Saturday. Don't make you moist.
Porn.
Well, you probably won't find a more backwards, intolerant bunch of people.
But that didn't deter us, and we persevered. We went to a few more meets.
When we first started going to them, they were pretty blatantly fox hunting. They didn't even try and hide it, they were just hunting foxes in front of us. Every time they went out hunting foxes, we would go out and try and stop them.
We were getting to know areas, meets, where their badger sets were, where their artificial earths were, and we knew that we could therefore defend foxes better and also expose and attack the hunt publicly as well. Attending every meet, riders' subscriptions started to drop. One of their own masters at the time wrote publicly that they were being basically in a stranglehold because of antis, and that they were being really affected by persistent sabbing, and that is what we did, and we still do, is persistent sabbing.
Kind of attack them from every angle possible. We've gone out into their heartlands, local towns, local communities. We've set up stores. We've exposed local businesses who have given their support to the hunt.
Pubs that hosted meets, businesses that supported the hunt, were put in public domain so that the public could make a choice of where they spent their money, and also that the public could know what venues or businesses supported blood sports.
So every time the hunt puts on a fundraising event, we turn up, do a demonstration to inform members of the public who are going just exactly what they're giving their money to.
Behaviour around the antis. I did talk to people about this last season. Please do not provoke, communicate, engage or abuse the antis. It really isn't clever and it isn't helpful. Remember, you are being filmed. They all have body cams and they have handheld cameras. Despite my warnings last season, there were examples of undesirable behaviour by hunting people. We had instances of verbal abuse and violence towards the antis and allegations of deliberate damage to vehicles. The MFHA, the hunting office, have confirmed that there is no insurance under their insurance scheme to cover you for legal representation for this. And the hunt does not have the funds to pay for this.
The hunting office that govern us had enough. They would quite happily see the Atherstone finish because we caused them so much trouble. They have to pay a certain percentage of the insurance fees. The hunting office have gone mad because they don't really want to insure us anymore because we've caused so much, cost them so much money.
They've tried many things back to try and stop us from exposing their cruelty. Numerous lies to the police, trying to take us to court. They've tried restraining orders, they've tried antisocial behaviour orders.
A lot of violence towards us. We were literally facing violence every time we went out to the Atherstone, every week, every meet.
Whoa!
The field, all the hunts are on the road now, come up to us and coming towards us.
That's why you don't have windows open when you drive past on support.
Warwickshire, for more than 200 years, has announced it stopped hunting activities with immediate effect. The Atherstone Hunt, which is known for its Boxing Day and New Year's Day meets, has faced controversy in recent years over allegations that it hunted foxes, which it says was accidental.
Turn around and head back towards the main road as you came. And go back towards the main road, please.
Most people are normally surprised at the level of corruption and bias shown by the police when they first come out with us. But it doesn't take long, when you do first come out, it doesn't take long for you to see what the police are really like, and it doesn't take long to see just how biased and corrupt the police can be.
Yeah, the police is holding us up, driving less now than 10 miles an hour, holding us up. Right, ready? I'm going to try and overtake.
can see this in the way that they interact with us and the hunts on a hunting day. So you'll quite often see the police stopping our vehicle, asking for our details, slowing us down, and basically trying to impede us from saving wildlife from the hunts.
It's a routine check in relation to hunt activity today over in this area.
What hunt activity?
There's a hunt today.
Yeah.
This vehicle is
An
believed
illegal
to be
hunt?
I don't know.
You don't know?
You don't probably find out, do you?
This vehicle is believed to be involved.
In what?
In the hunt activity in some way, shape or form.
In the hunt activity?
So I've stopped that to find out who's in the vehicle. Are you the registered keeper, please?
So you're stopping... No, I'm asking you a question. Please don't walk away when I'm speaking to you. You are paid by me after all, taxpayer. I'm asking you, why are you stopping us in relation to hunting activity?
Because this van's been seen around the hunt previously today.
Doing what?
Just being around.
So being around is a criminal offence. Being around a hunting activity is a criminal offence.
The police, as an organisation, are very conservative. The police aren't there to do what's morally right. The police are there to enforce laws set by the government, even if those laws are morally wrong. And I guess you can see historically that it was the police who arrested the suffragettes and put them in prison where they were force-fed. It was the police who enforced laws against gay men.
They are part of the problem. They're part of the state apparatus, which is there to support a lot of injustices, keep them injustices going by having a police force.
So in that respect, it shouldn't really surprise anyone that the police do support fox hunting.
So we're currently being held up by, there's now 3 police cars.
And it's really no different with Leicestershire Police. When we were starting to have a real impact on the Atherstone, it meant that the police started to show more interest.
And it's when our campaign started showing real results and being successful, that's when we first started getting a lot of police oppression.
We were at the height of when the Atherstone were blatantly hunting. You could see it, it was clear. Police officers saw it, police officers knew what was going on, and they wouldn't do anything about it. They would make excuses.
Police officers in the same field where the foxes just ran.
And then they started to sort of turn on us when we started to ask questions and wouldn't just accept what they were saying or why they were present at hunt meets if they weren't actually going to do anything about the hunting itself.
There's a fox hunt going on. Are you going to go and witness it, or are you believe them? And you believe?
Well, there is nothing at the moment, evidentiary-wise, that you're providing or any other members of the
But you're not going to have a look, are you?
If I traipse all over the thing, I'm going to be miles behind it and won't be able to actually keep up with anybody.
But you know what? So you're saying that all you're going to do is sit in your cars on the peripheral? Shouldn't have to. It's not my job to. It's not my job to. You're police officers. You're here. You are here. So what is your purpose? Why did you come out?
We're here at the end of the day to make sure.
Make sure what?
There's no illegal activity going on. Or
but how can you ascertain that when you're sat at the sides, when there's woods in there? That's where hunting happens.
Across the top.
But that's where hunting happens. What are you here for?
I've already explained, Kathy. I'm not going to go over old ground.
Right. So we would ask questions. We would pose why were they there, and then we also were noticing that the local officers were very friendly with her members. They were first name terms. And it became apparent that they were looking after their friends.
We started digging around and investigating some of the officers involved, I was involved in investigating the wildlife officer for Leicestershire Police, and that investigation revealed that she was a serving wildlife officer with Leicestershire Police, and at the same time she was a regular rider with the beaver fox hunt. Because that story made the mainstream press, she was forced to step down as a wildlife officer. Leicestershire Police still refused to accept that there was any kind of conflict with a wildlife officer out hunting foxes with a fox hunt. That seems to have carried over to her replacement, who also has numerous links to several local fox hunts. His best friends allow their local hunts to ride across their land. He grew up in the farming hunting community, so he knows a lot of them on a first name term basis.
The more the Atherstone got into trouble, the more they tried to clamp down. They started off first trying to use police information notices, which are a sort of ASBO in effect, because what they're after is to try and make this stereotype stick and fit, that we cause alarm, that we cause harassment, and that we cause distress, and that we are threatening individuals, and they want that to stick. So they want convictions to be able to say, we told you this, we told you that, see, now you need to just stay away from the hunt, because that makes their job easier. If we're not around, that makes it easier. Well, we ain't going nowhere, and we'll take the police on at any level, and we will not be bullied by the state or by the hunt, and we will continue to ask questions, and we will continue to fight them.